Hello everyone, my name is Nitaya Alvarez. Today I just want to share with you my research project, Asian American Parenting Styles and How Culture Shape the Family Life. Before I go into the research, I want to share with you why I chose this topic. As an Asian immigrant mom that raises my kid in United States, I have noticed how much culture shapes the way we parent. A lot of parents that think I grew up with was very traditional. Because of that, I was trying to balance the values that I grew up with the American culture that I have seen. I want to also explore how does traditional Asian parenting style shaped by the cultures and how the parenting changed after they moved to United States and what it look like for the Asian American children today. I also want to share my own reflections as the mom. On these slides, I want to explain what people usually mean when they talk about Asian parenting style. Of course, Asian is huge and really diverse, so every family is not the same. But there are some common patterns that show up in many Asian cultures. A lot of Asian parents focus on teaching children respect, especially towards the elder. There is also a strong emphasis of responsibility, good behavior, and doing well in school. Sometimes the communication can be really strict or direct, and the parents might not always show affection like the ways American parents do, but the care is still there. These parenting styles come from the cultures like the honoring, you know, the family, working hard and wanting children to have a successful future. And these traditions get passed down through a generation. On this slide, I want to talk about what happened when the Asian parents moved to United States and start raising the kid here. Um, this process is called acculturation, which basically means the adjusting to new culture while holding into the original ones. For many Asian immigrant parents, it contains balancing. We bring the traditional volume from back home, and we also surrounded by Americans' idea about parenting, like encourage independent, using small emotional communication and give children choice. Because of this, a lot of Asian American family end up creating a kind of hybrid parenting style. It's not fully traditional, but not fully Americans either. On these slides, I want to share some of the main finding research have discovered about the Asian American parenting. First, the study show how many Asian American parents place a really strong focus on education and work hard. This usually come from wanting their children to have a better opportunity and more stable future. The research also talk about the importance of respect and families' obligation. Children often taught to listen to the adult, help around the house, and be responsible. These volumes create a sense of unity and closeness in many families. Another thing research highlights is communication skill. In the Asians, uh, who the parents may not always say "I love you" or show affection the way American family do. Instead, love The love is shown through the action like cooking, providing, and making sure children are safe. One theme that appears in many studies that the idea of hybrid parenting is happen when families try to make a traditional volume from their home country with more American approach. This research also look at how this affect children. There are strengths such as motivation, discipline, and the strong family connection, but there is also can be a challenge like a pressure or stress. Most studies agree that when parents bring culture expectation with warmth and communication, it leads to healthier emotional outcome for children. On these slides, I want to highlight some of the strengths that are often seen in Asian American parenting. A lot of these come from a cultural volume that have been passed down for a generation. One of the biggest strengths is the strong family unity. Asian families usually stay really connected, support each other, and put the family first. This creates a sense of belonging and stability for children. Another strength is high expectation. Parents want their children to do well and have a better future. So this encourages hard work and stay focused. Even though the pressure can be sometimes feel heavy, the intention usually come from wanting the best for their kid. Respect the others is important to volumes. Children learn early on to show the respect to the parents and the elder. I've seen how this helps children build positive relationship with adults in their life. Many parents teach children the routine, the good habit, the self-control, and which can help them later in school and life. Another strength is the culture prime. Family pass down the language, traditional, and volume that help children understand who they are and where they come from. Although there are many strengths in Asian American parenting, there are also some challenges that families are often face. These challenges doesn't mean parenting style is wrong, it just shows us how complicated it can be to raise children while balancing two cultures. One common challenge is academic pressures. Many of Asian parents want their children to succeed, but sometimes kids feel overwhelmed or stressed by those expectations. Another challenge is the emotional expression. In many Asian families, love is shown through the action rather than the words. But children who grow up in the United States might expect more verbal affection and emotional support. This can lead to a communication gap. Parents and children might express their feeling it differently and it can cause misunderstanding. Another challenge is trying to make two cultures. Parents who often want to keep traditional values while children are influenced by American culture, the school and friends. This can create a tension when expectations don't match. For the immigrant parents who work and the language barriers can also be a challenge. And the final generation difference show up a lot. Children might want more independence, whilst parents might focus on the obedience and respecting order. So this is like a part of the reality that Asian American family had to face. And for this, I want to share a little bit of my own experience. I grew up with the traditional Asian warmth that respecting elder, helping family, and working hard. Now that I'm raising my kid in the United States, it feels different from how I was raised. I was trying to mix both cultures to keep the values I grew up with, but I also learned to talk more openly with my children and encourage them to share their feelings. I'm still learning how to balance my background with the way my kids are growing up here, but I'm doing my best to bring both worlds in a way that's supporting them. For these slides, I want to talk about how my topic connect directly to what we learn in our course. It's about Asian American family. First, I want to talk about when we read about a tiger mom from Amy Schumer. I saw the idea is of the strict plans and high expectation and pushing children to succeed that connect strongly to what I have been talking about, especially the academic pressure. Many Asian American kids feel, and we also learn about the family structure. The many Asian American family have those multi-generational households and strong extended family support. This influence the parenting because children grow up with more adults guiding them, which reinforce respect, responsibility. Another point from the lecture that was family dynamics, how the communication work inside the Asian family. This often focus on respecting elder and showing care through the actions more than words, which match up the cultural parenting style I was mentioned earlier. The lecture on parenting talk about how families change after the immigrant parents try to keep traditional volume but also adjust to American culture. This is exactly what I'm trying to experience as a mom raising my children here. And finally, this affects children identity. Kids grow up balancing Asian tradition and American expectation, forming a bicultural identity. This fits perfectly with the theme that how parenting shapes children. To wrap up my presentations, I want to highlight the main point that the Asian American parenting is shaped by the deep cultural volumes and tradition, but this also changed as the family moved to the United States and adapt to the new environments. Many parents bring the traditional Asian expectation with American styles of parenting, create a unique mix that are different from both cultures. This brings approach bringing a lot of strengths like a strong family unity, responsibility, and high motivation, but it also comes with the challenge. Parenting is not something fixed. It keeps changing with every generation. And for family like mine, it's about finding the balance between the culture we grow up with and the culture our children are growing up in. My own experience show that even though it can be challenging, blending both culture can support our children in the best way while keeping our traditions alive. And this is the source refer to my presentation.